Hi, it's time for Good Energy, and I'm Dr. Julie at Endeavor Health and Chiropractic. And today we're going to talk about, again, weight loss and the healing equation. So remember, we're looking at energy to heal equals good energy in minus stressors. And last week I told you that I was doing an experiment. I was actually working on myself to see what I could track down in my environment, in my foods, in my good energy, and in my stressors to figure out what was happening with my weight loss. And what I found is that it has more to do with whether or not I'm at work. So on the mornings that I weigh myself after I've been at work, I gain half a pound or more. And on the days that I'm not at work, I actually lose weight. So there is something about being at work. And for those of you who know me and are those of you who are at my practice, it's the fact that I use my energy, my intuitive energy a lot to reach out and to help my patients. And it is causing my body to shift and change. Well, it just so happened that I had an appointment with my acupuncturist a couple of days ago, and we talked about ways to help add good energy in to my body to help keep this effect or help to reduce this effect and help strengthen my body while I'm working with patients. So the interesting thing is, yes, I didn't really change my diet on those days, but what I noticed is that my environment or my use of energy was actually being a stressor to my system. And so one of the things that you can look for when you start journaling is you can look for, are there foods that are not being good energy in? Are there environments that aren't being good energy in? Are there ways that I'm using my energy, which is not good energy in? And remember that all of those are stressors that are then reducing your ability to heal. So I have attached I'm going to attach in the comments section of this video the general outline of what I do when I'm journaling about my food. We're again using the energy to heal equation. And we have a lot of composition notebooks at our house. So I'm using a composition notebook, something that has two sides on it. On the right side, I always put the date and my weight, and I write down all of my journal information, like what I ate for my meals. Again, I'm not keeping track of how much, I'm just writing down what I did eat. And then I'm writing in any good energy in, like walks, massages, doing your food protocol, having a massage, getting adjusted. Those are all parts of good energy in. And then I write down my stressors. Did my ankle hurt? Did my back hurt? Did I have a headache? And then off to the side in the notes section, which I have on the left side of my composition notebook, I actually write down what I felt. So for example, if I had lunch and then all of a sudden my gut started to gurgle, okay, that's something to write down. Was it something that I ate? Was it the particular timing? Was it that there was another stressor in there? That is what I've been doing. So I am attaching my template in the comments section of this video so that you guys, if you want to, you can download it. Again, I'm just using a composition notebook. I have a lot of educators that follow this, and so I also have been working with a lot of educators in my office because they are my patients. And one of the things that I remind them is that if we're creating an IEP, an individual education program, we change one or two things at the same time. We don't change six. We change one thing, we see how it changes stuff, we change another thing, we see the effects of that. So for my educators out there or for my research people out there, remember that we only change one variable. We don't change six at the same time. And change that one variable and see what happens the next week. I'll come back with you next week with some more observations from my experience and some more observations from the office. Until then, take care.